Right, here I am today, a 1.0 EcoBoost, sister's car. Here with a cat code. I'm going to show the dyno, see if it's a cat or a lambda sensor issue. There's the code number, that P0420. Alright, what you want to try and do is go on data stream, and I'm going to show you how to read the data. Here's my machine, it's just a topped on. Yeah, RT diag 800. Right, here's that code definition. For what my machine says. You can have a read of that. Alright, the plan is we're the diagnostic machine hooked up. I'm going to a little vacuum bit down there on the intake. I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to take this intake pipe off and put a vacuum to it, which should be able to make the engine running super lean. And I'm also going to add fuel to it. I'm going to see what the sensors do. I'm going to see how the oxygen and carbon gets stored in the cats. So it should go in, get stored up in the cat, and bleed its way down. So there should be a little delay between the two. But you should really use voltage for it. Don't know what the spec is really. I think it goes up to 1.1 volts they do, or 1.5 volts. I think that's the limit of them. I could go through and check it all through the sensor and check it properly, see what it's actually reading, but it's a 2017, so it should be okay. That should be, and I believe it is with the diagnostic machine, how it's reading. I'll show you what I found. Got the thing running. I'm on live data through the EOBD on the car, which is like very raw data. You got live data, and there's a bit of random stuff you gotta go through all this. There's quite a lot of stuff, but the main thing I'm looking for is this current one, and these voltage. It shouldn't really be right. You should be looking at voltage and voltage. That'd be a better way of doing it. You basically want to look for the delay. There you go on. Okay. This is sensor 1, and those little wiggles are normal, they're the pulsing of the cylinders. Yeah, a bit like the top one, sensor 2 kind of shows it a little bit as well. Basically what I'm trying to look for is the delay between the two. So if you take that minus 0.00 is quite rich, because 0.72 is quite rich. The higher the voltage, the richer it is. So that's just somewhere rich. So you take that as around that area, so you see numbers, and obviously here it's pulsing. If I put a little bit of brake cleaner in there, extra fuel, see what happens. See little squirts, see the delay. Alright, sensor 1's gone, rich. Sensor 2's gone really rich. Although everything on lean, you can see like there's not really much delays in between the two. So now it's figured itself out, it's correcting. Yeah, this one goes up, and this one I believe comes down. So it's a bit hard to really make sense of it. Let's try again. Right, going rich. So they both go pretty much at the exact same time. So obviously the oxygen isn't getting stored in there. I don't believe. You see like there's a fractional delay between 1 and 2. So I believe there's very little oxygen that's getting stored. Well, the carbon and all that is going through, and obviously you want it to sit there and hold it. So obviously it's just going straight through. Between that sensor there and there's one down there. If I do the other way around, if I go lean on it by pulling out a pipe back here, but you can't really see my hand in the way. I think I'm on it. Yeah, sensor 2 went first then, didn't it? Maybe for it to correct. Yeah, sensor 2 is actually first on this one. Right, so what have we learnt then through this? So we learned that on vacuum, the actual sensor 2 down there reads quicker than this one. And going rich, they read almost identical. I think it'd be a bit silly of me not to change that O2 sensor first without knowledge. I mean, you should really do voltage, but it's back there. I don't believe my plug's back there. I don't believe my multimeter will be quick enough to really be able to see differences properly. So I'm going to change that lambda sensor first, so I'll show you the results afterwards. See if they're any different or not. See if I'm wrong, might be right. It saves a £700 cat if I'm right. It's either £700 from Ford or £150 from Franco's.